It's so great to see so many friends out in the audience tonight who we have seen come to this event for 10 years, but also so many of you have been involved for longer than that, for as many as 12 years. So on behalf of the Board of Trustees, and particularly all the participants who benefited from the programs at the Cancer Support Community, I want to thank our founders for their vision and commitment. I have an incredible privilege tonight to present awards to Lynn Arnold and Eunice Jadlocki. And this is really a moment I think they both know I've been personally looking forward to for a very long time. So if you both could come up here, I would appreciate it. I would like to begin by recognizing Lynn. I've known Lynn for probably close to 20 years through her long, distinguished career at the American Cancer Society, her volunteer work with Clinton Sunrise Rotary, and her incredible commitment to this organization. I'm not sure all of you know, but Lynn is a cancer survivor, and perhaps one of the most passionate advocates I've ever met for people affected by the disease. She knows firsthand what it's like to walk in the same shoes as someone facing a cancer diagnosis. The incredible challenges, the great anxiety, navigating the myriad of difficult medical choices, complications with family and work relationships, and of course, the difficult physical and emotional complexities that one encounters when there is a cancer diagnosis. Her extensive knowledge and background in the cancer community and her compassionate willingness to always want to help others in need made her an obvious choice when we were starting out. And when we started guiding this organization from its very meager beginnings to today, what is a thriving and integral part of the cancer community. I can recall quite vividly the day Lynn came to my office to inquire as to whether I'd be willing to serve on a board of a new organization that she was helping to create. An organization that would be critically important, that would help with support programs, education programs, all for families that were experiencing cancer, all in a non-clinical environment. And she said to me, oh, by the way, it's all going to be for free. That day was September 11th, 2001, a date which I know each of you remember all too well. She came to the office early that morning and described her vision and the vision that her fellow founders had. When she finished speaking, I, of course, had plenty of questions like, okay, who else is involved? Where would it be located? How much money will it be required to open?
That was the first question.
And how are we going to sustain programs that are for free? Well, she just looked at me the way she always does and just said, well, those are all good questions, Tom, and exactly why we need your help. Together that morning, we watched in horror the attacks on our country and knew that our world would be changed significantly. But before leaving, Lynn got my answer. And Gene, Lynn's husband, can empathize with me. It's very difficult to say no to Lynn. Her commitment to CSC has never wavered since those days. She has served since inception on our Board of Trustees, helped in establishing our Professional Advisory Board, served on countless committees, volunteered at literally every fundraiser, and has helped with some of our support groups. I know she is very reluctant in agreeing tonight to be here to accept an honor because it's never about Lynn. It never has been. It's always about how she can help others. She's been a dear friend to me and to, I know, all of you, and she's one of the most generous, humble, and compassionate people I know. Thank you, Lynn. Our next guest of honor. If you have even been remotely involved with the cancer support community and its predecessor, the wellness community, over the past several years, you will obviously agree with me that our next honoree needs no introduction. Eunice Jadlocki was not only one of our founders, she was also our first executive director, and to many of us, particularly me, the face of this organization. Eunice so many of us have been looking forward to this opportunity to just say thank you and to recognize your accomplishments. And I certainly don't mean to oversimplify things and all of the stuff that you've done for CSC, but if asked to summarize probably the most two significant things that you gave us. You gave us roots and you gave us wings. As a cancer survivor, you, like your other founders, had a special perspective which resonated through this every challenge that we faced and every decision, because you always considered the participants first. Early on, you helped craft a clear and concrete vision of what the organization should look like, how it should operate, how it should be governed and managed, and how critically important it was to establish and maintain a solid financial footing. You helped attract and recruit a passionate board, helped build a professional advisory board, forged critically important partnerships with our healthcare providers. You located and oversaw the renovation of a property which at the time was completely uninhabitable. As our first ED, you built a world-class staff of professionals to serve our community. You established and launched our first programs, spent countless personal time, and I know a lot of your own money, on assuring our success. And you volunteered your fabulous husband, Larry, to countless tasks, including pumping out the basement several times. Eunice, the Cancer Support Committee would never have gotten here today without your guidance, your passion, your perseverance, and your caring. These roots have helped forge, that you have helped forge, run very, very deep in our community now, and we witness them every single day at the Cancer Support Community. But in addition to the roots, you did give us wings, Eunice. When you saw the needs in the community rapidly expanding, you attracted and retained great people to build out the programs. You helped expand the board. You developed and expanded outreach and awareness programs and helped guide us through the impact of a severe recession. When you came to me roughly about a year and a half ago and said, Tom, it's time I spent some more time with my family, I think all of us were a little bit heartbroken, but we understood where you were heading. But before you left, you made sure this organization was on sound footing. We made the right choices going forward in order to face any challenge. In short, you made sure we had our wings. I know, too, you are uncomfortable to be honored tonight. I also know, and virtually everyone in this room will agree with me, that you're one of the warmest, most compassionate and generous persons we have ever encountered. You have the unique mix of extraordinary vision and drive, and even a little bit of stubbornness. I've had the benefit of witnessing firsthand what you and your fellow founders have accomplished, and it's indeed extraordinary. Eunice, to the world, you may be just one person, but to us, you mean the world. We congratulate all of you ladies tonight.